tigers and engineers. So good to be back with you. I wanted to check in and see how you're doing with your book on how animals communicate. I've done some research on 3 backyard animals, a millipede, a butterfly, and some honeybees. I'll show you the book I've put together, and then maybe you can send me yours. I hope you're having fun doing this project. I found some interesting ways of communication. So let's take a look at what I've done so far. Here's the title page I used. It's just like the one I showed you in the last video, How Backyard Animals Communicate. I didn't get very fancy with my decorations. I simply put a picture of the different animals on the front and wrote their name next to them. So here's my title, How Backyard Animals Communicate. Let's take a look at the animals that I researched. The first one is the millipede. The millipede, or this millipede, I found under a flower pot in my backyard. You can see that one of them is curled up. That's what they do when they're scared. And when I took the flower pot off of him, he was scared. But how does he chase off predators? That's the communication. He uses chemical communication. He has special glands called ossipores. Ossipores. It's O-Z-O-P-O-R-E-S. Ossipores. Those are special glands that the millipede has where he can secrete stinky, bad-tasting liquid or chemical. This will drive away predators. So that's one way that the millipede communicates, is through chemical communication. The next one I did was the butterfly. This is a monarch butterfly, like we have all over campus at Parrish. The butterfly uses 2 kinds of communication. Chemical, in that it leaves a scent on the flowers where it drinks nectar, and auditory. It can sometimes make sounds with its wings, beating them fast or slowly. So they have 2 forms of communication, chemical and auditory. The last animal I did was bees, and I did 2 kinds of bees. I did the honeybee, which is the smaller bee, and the big fat fuzzy bumblebee. Let me tell you about the honeybee first. He uses a visual form of communication called a wiggle dance. He flies around and finds the best nectar and pollen, and then goes back to the nest or the hive and does a special little dance that tells the other bees where the best pollen is. He's able to tell them the direction and what kind of pollen it is. It's really pretty special. You might want to watch it on Google. The other bee is the bumblebee. The bumblebee uses chemical communication, and he does that by leaving a scent on the flowers where he's already collected the pollen and nectar. That tells the other bumblebees, this flower's out of nectar, try another. Pretty clever, I thought. And that is the last page of my book. I've only done 3 so far. Hopefully you've done a couple. And I hope you're having a good time. When you're done, if you'd like to send me a picture of your book, my email is lsmith@parrishschool.org. So, finish up your book this week and get outside, find some animals, and have some fun. It's going to be a rainy week, I'm afraid. But dodge those raindrops and get outside when you can. Bye-bye.